Hey guys, this is Jason and this is Derek, and I am recording this video because we wanted to, in the spirit of creating more cash flowing opportunities, more referrals for your business. Um, we kind of ran across each other at a networking event, a virtual networking event, no less, about a week and some change ago, and it was a really great event, but you know, part of it was introducing each other to what we do. So after he shared what he was working on. It was this app, and because of my expertise in the Airbnb space, and as a host, always looking for other ways to make money, that we can, if we have travelers, like they're always asking us for referrals for places to eat, places to go, but it's always been like really hard to set up that kind of a system where it's automatic. I mean, if you have Lyft and Uber, if they're a new customer, you can send them like a code for that, and that sometimes helps. And there's other things out there, but there's nothing that's really like all inclusive of like services, like doctors, dentists, restaurants,
Yeah,
coffee shops, amusements, things like that, where it wouldn't be such a pain to go set that all up. So if you want to be like a good host, you want to suggest these places, but why not make a couple dollars? So when Derek mentioned this app, and how do you pronounce it again? Nyoobe or Newbie
Niobe,
or
Niobe,
Niobe? Okay, so
Niobe.
Niobe. So Niobe is the name of the app, and yeah, Derek, like I said, he's a good cat. He's a father like myself. He's got four, I got six. He's a pilot. I do crash pads. We got all these kind of connections to each other. So I was like, this could be a really good fit. So I decided that, I wanted to interview him for this and introduce you guys to this app. And together, I think we can make, depending on what market you're in, and the more people we get involved, the more markets we can roll out, because it's really easy to acquire a business. You kind of just ran me through it, and it's like a couple clicks and a business just joins. I've never seen anything that simple before to get somebody on board. And if you're an Airbnb host, a provider of services like a cleaner, like Uber and Lyft drivers, these are all this side hustle, sort of, um, what do you call it?
Gig.
This group of people, this niche of side hustles. Everybody needs side hustles. This is a great side hustle to add to something that you're already doing, like these sharing economy, these ride shares, handyman, all kinds of things. So I'm gonna let Derek take it from here, introduce the app, and then tell you what it can do, and then we'll get some questions out there. Okay.
Excellent. Hey, I really appreciate it. So, yeah, we were at this event the other day, and I brought up that I want an app to track referrals, and man, his eyes really, really lit up. And he said something to me that I had not thought about. He goes, "Would this work in the Airbnb space?" And I said, "Of course it would." And as soon as we started diving into it, we realized that Airbnb hosts are always, that's what they're doing. They're trying to earn money. That's why they're renting a room out. That's why they're renting a pad. And they're always telling people, hey, where can I grab a quick pizza? I'm only in town for the evening. Or where can I, an emergency happens. Who's a good dentist close in town? I chipped a tooth. I need to get my hair cut for this wedding. Who should I go to? I mean, you're always giving advice. You've just been giving it for free. So with the app, it's very simple. All you do is take a picture of the what you want to make a referral and send it to them via text. And in that text is your information, that business's information, and then they accept it. No money has changed hands until they actually go over there, redeem it, take a picture of the receipt, it automatically full circle comes back. The business owner knows that Derek sent them to Joe's Pizza. They spent $47.10, and here's how much the referral fee is. That referral fee is then broken up into thirds. The person who made the referral, which is Derek, the person who redeemed the referral, which is your guest, and then the app. So we take a referral fee, break it up into 33%, and everybody gets a piece. So if the referral was $10, you'd make $3 for sending them to the pizza place automatically. So
So like you made an example of a girl that was in a shop, and she took a picture of her food, and if she did that and posted on her social media with a live link. So you have to know how to do that as well.
Yeah,
But
it's very simple. It's automatic. It'll walk you through it right there.
yeah,
So
so they can honestly, like, basically, you could close a customer there, and maybe even just get, yourself a cut from just being your own customer. Is that
yeah,
possible?
you can redeem your own. You can redeem your own referral.
Yeah,
So now
always looking for them ways.
you can redeem it one time as a new
Mhm.
customer, because that's what it's about. It's about drinking. But now a business owner can choose who a new customer is. They can say you can come back every 6 months as a new customer, or you can come
Got
back.
it.
Every business chooses who's a new customer.
So you could be a first timer in the city, be on this app,
Yep.
sign it up, make 66% for the first time,
Yep.
and off your own bill,
Right.
and keep it moving. But more importantly, so that's great for, like, I don't want to say normal, regular everyday travelers. There are occasional users, and like you mentioned there, you have the stats. There's people that save $30 a month, 20, whatever. They make it back, and I believe they get the payouts for what, twice a month. They zero out on
Right.
Tuesdays. So
Yep.
whatever you made that week, it kind of zeroes out on Tuesday, and then it collects, and then you would receive payments twice a month of whatever you saved that
Right.
would go back to you cash,
Right.
right?
Right. So
Okay,
the money
cool.
actually goes on so your money, you can have it transferred to your checking account, or you can have it put on automatically onto a prepaid Nyoobe card every 2 weeks, first and 15th. So one cool thing that a lot of your people will like is, if, for instance, we're just gonna pick a market right now. We're gonna say Dallas, Texas. Okay. So one of your people has an Airbnb in Dallas, Texas. They know that market. They live in Dallas. They know the market. They know the local food places. They know the car dealerships. They know the dentists. They know the chiropractors. They know all that kind of stuff. They can go in there. All they have to do is go to the app. It's very simple. Click on refer. Now we've actually changing it up, so a new update is going to be coming out in a couple of days. We're testing it right now. But they click refer. They hit send link. Now, when they send that link to Joe's Pizza in Dallas, Texas, and he signs up, they get 7% residually. So that means if 1,000 people send somebody to Joe's Pizza over a 5-year period of time, your friend who signed that business up originally is going to get 7% residually week after week.
So you want to be the first guy signing up every business in your city. That's
That's right.
basically what you're saying.
That's exactly.
Got it. Yeah, that's actually like, they had a model that they were doing that kind of with these little, there were these little gadgets that you would stick outside a store, and it would just put this like ad on your phone, a
Yeah.
push notification. And they were annoying, and they had to be spaced a certain way. But that's a good idea. I mean, that's a great incentive to be an evangelist for the app, to sign up all these businesses, because you could literally, and as a host, you already are a different sort of person. You're not like a regular Joe coming to stores. You're like, you're a person who they would know for referral because you're in the travel industry.
Right.
So especially for hosts, I mean, this is pretty good,
They
especially
could
for your
go through.
favorite places.
They could go through their phone as soon as you send them the link to download the app. They could go through their phone in Kansas City, Kansas, look at it and go, I found 15 people who are business owners in my phone, and send it to them.
So this works on every business.
Any type of business, it'll work for.
So I'm just thinking, like, you know, if you happen to know someone who has a bigger ticket business, like a
Yeah,
limousine service or
limousine,
anything like
car
that could
dealerships.
be, yeah, that could be really
I
lucrative.
mean,
I didn't even know that, now that I'm thinking
it
about
works
it.
for, and so there's two ways a business can sign up. So a business like a car dealership, they're not going to pay a percentage of a bill. They might say we'll pay a flat $200 referral fee.
Got it.
It's the same thing. You get 33% of that for referring somebody, or 7% for signing that business up in the first place. So it really will work for any type of business.
So one of the things that in an earlier part of this series, I kind of laid out was, people going to Airbnbs and making like videos, like testimonial videos. So you could literally make a whole business off your phone of creating testimonial videos for businesses and that they could use for their marketing, Yelp, whatever, and have your affiliate link in there. And if you're the first person to sign up that business, not only is that coming into you, but other people knowing about, like, there's a lot there. You could just kind of make your whole,
There's
you
three
know,
ways
your
to
whole
make
business
money.
go out. But
There's
there was
three ways
four.
to make money.
But there was four. I thought
Well,
there was four.
yeah. Well, there's several ways, but I'm saying there's three ways to make money on every. So, like, if you refer somebody, you can redeem it, or you can sign that business up residually. So you go sign up as a new business. Referring friends is another way. Yeah.
Okay. But and I don't know, this gets tricky, but if you were to sign your Airbnb, or rather your direct booking website onto this business,
Mm-hmm.
you could inspire a whole lot more people to refer your business to. Yeah, that's my life. That's one of the six.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I do this all because, six
Yeah.
kids is a lot of mouths to feed. And
Yeah, if somebody was to do that, I mean, it can be set up any way. So a business owner, Airbnb owner like yourself has the an
there's
Airbnb
always
owner,
going to be something.
yeah, the Airbnb owner has the ability to do however he wants. They can.
Yeah, well, like I said, we can create something around that, even because that's the other reason I wanted to do this with you, because as ideas come, you're the app creator. So in this group, this Airbnb side hustles group that this is going to appear on, we have access to the creators. So if we come up with cool ideas, we can get right to you, versus, oh, let's run this up the Airbnb chain, or run this up the Uber chain, or run this up the
Exactly.
Instacart chain. It's like, no, we can just call Derek and be like, hey, would this work, and how would it work? And you could just get on there and tell us and show us how to do it, which is amazing. That's the only kind of people I want to deal with, people that we can kind of like create with, because that feedback is going to help you grow and help us grow as well, because two heads is better, 500 heads is better. You already have the product, and right now you're just trying to get it out there to the world, and
Right.
we can certainly help with that. So I think we covered most of it. So the way this all works is obviously through an affiliate link. So what I'm going to do after this video is done and posted is I'm going to create that affiliate link, and then I might do a run through, like, just kind of a physical demo, like on the screen to go with it. I'm not really sure yet, but I mean, I also have your material, so I can kind of take some of those and put that in there. So I think we can figure that out. Now, is there any? So you're in the Jacksonville market.
Right. But we
You
have
did
business,
say,
and we have them all over the country. But we are focused in Jacksonville. But if you look at it, we have them in Arizona, New York.
well, you'll focus anywhere somebody will go and put that out there
Well,
too,
we're
correct?
focusing where we're close to. I mean, where
Got it.
we were at. So, I mean,
So we could simply, start with Jacksonville, where you have the most pull right now, or the most activity, and kind of go out from there. But if we need to, like, maybe put testimonials in place or whatever, we can kind of come to you and say, hey, we just need a couple of that to help these guys out, because I have a desire to help you build this. We're both dads. We got big families. I'm really into this whole dad side hustle thing. I kind of like, I love that. I love that fact that you can do stuff like this and still spend time with your family and do Zoom meetings while you got kids running around behind you. Because hey, why not? Like, it's better than running a forklift for 18 hours a day somewhere, or just being traveling all the time. It's like, hey, you can
never
do
know
this from
who
your
your kids
house.
are.
Yeah, your house, your influence. You can probably get schools involved. I mean, there's probably lots of ways to do this I haven't thought of, but it starts with getting it out there, and then really just honing in on Airbnb hosts that have properties that their guest book is the portal for people to get into this. And if somebody wants to get into the guest book of a guest, like the electronic guest book is the easiest thing. Like, Hostfully is a service that creates electronic guest book, and you simply have links to these businesses in there. And or you create a document, like I did, top cheesesteak places in Philly, and every restaurant on there could be a part of this. And then, like, somebody goes to one of these
Yes.
places,
Yep.
that's money, and that's an income stream simply by you just being the plug, the connection to these people. and everybody wins. And especially, and you win a lot if you want to like go hard and be an evangelist for this. And I'm sure, you have the data. If you find one person that's out there signing up all these people, I'm pretty sure you're going to be like, hey, listen, why don't you train some people or something? And that
Yeah,
guy's got a whole new career if you want.
we're getting on if we do that, we're getting on a plane and we're flying down to where they're at. We're taking them out to eat, and we're going to. So we've got this really
I might need
cool
that.
model, huh?
I said that might be me if I
Yeah,
if I
well,
can make
it's
this
really
work
simple.
for them.
People, the traditional way of doing things, everybody's like, so can you give me some paperwork on this? I'm like, it's an app. There's no paperwork. It's all on your phone. Pull it up, send them a text, call them, say, hey, I just sent you a text. Look at it, download it.
Ooh, does this thing also alert you to, like, I've seen it before where, like, if you're close to one of these places and you're a member of the app, it'll like ping you and say,
So
hey,
we
by the
have
way,
that. We have that in place, but
gotcha.
it's not active right now because the way our Google analytics was working. But we did have it, but now we've got it turned off because it was actually costing so much data being used. So we had to change it up, but we will go back to that where what it'll do is so you'll redeem a referral at Joe's Pizza, and when you're actually close by, it'll alert you that you're close by to a referral you've already accepted that you didn't use. So you'll be like, oh, yeah, well, let me turn up in there and go get Joe's Pizza.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because I mean, most people don't like to be disturbed, but if they're like, if they get a reminder, like, hey, location service, hey, like what you just said, you're close by one of these places, you might as well go get that. That's all the decision. That's all the decision you need. Like, I've always been a fan of like coupons and incentives because it's already hard enough to make a decision about what you want to eat. But sometimes it's just as simple as I don't know what I want to eat, but whoever got the best deal, and that's the best deal, so I'm gonna go there. Like that's
But
usually
you think about it. I mean, you go to just think about it like this. You go to Joe's Pizza and you got a following of a couple thousand people, and you get on there and you say, take a picture and you say, hey, Joe's Pizza has got amazing breadsticks. Come try this place. And you send it out. And say over a 3-month period of time, 70 people come there because of you. You're getting
I'll tell
33%
you
of their bill.
I'll tell you something I did before, and I did it a little bit and it worked. So this is like an oddball marketing thing, but so everybody that has Google Places, right? You can become an ambassador. And I don't know if you know this or not, but you can go in every store, every place, and check in on Google and take a picture, and you'll like get points from it. But what you didn't realize about that is that you could actually use that to advertise things if you're smart about it. And you can't really put a link in the picture, but you can like you could wear a T-shirt with a link or something like that. So you could actually be an ambassador for Nyoobe, your own link, by just showing up in Google Places, the pictures you take at them, and like subtly advertising in it because they won't stop you. And now you're on Google. I did that. I did it as a prank actually in a couple of Home Depots where you ever played it, well, before it became a racist symbol, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That the game that the punching game where you got if you look in the circle.
Yeah.
So I did videos where it would kind of just get you to there, and I just always laughed to myself thinking about how many people got caught with that.
Yeah.
But I did it it was at a Home Depot, so I know like all these views happen because they're like, what's the video of a Home Depot? So there's a lot of ways to like use what's already out there to market yourself in funny ways. And like if it was a restaurant, I don't know that I would. I mean, the food is great, but I would use humor or something
Yeah.
goofy about the place
Humor sells.
to put it out there.
Humor
Yeah,
sells more than anything else. People will remember a funny story
hey,
or a
put the owner in
joke.
a headlock and be like, I got free breadsticks from this place, and you can too if you just go blah blah blah. And it's
Right.
like they're like, man, the owner let them do that. They must be friends, but it's a story that they
He
got to
must be
fill
cool.
in.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
The one thing that I was really specific about is people can offer free stuff, but take that cash. So they pay full price, but they take the cash, the 33% they get back, and then they can use that to go buy shoes, or they can use that to buy gas.
Yeah.
The
Anything that subsidizes your life, like you said,
exactly.
gas money, lunch money, whatever.
The
It's
gig. This is a gig economy, and the app is really going to change the way people do things.
That's what the word I was looking for. Gig economy, sharing economy, gig economy. I mean, like everybody's doing gigs now, side hustles, gigs. That's what it's about because lots of things have changed in this world, and lots of little bits of money is going to be just as good as a 40-hour a week job
I
sometimes if
mean,
you don't have one, if they downsize you, if it
they go
doesn't
out.
exist anymore.
You think about this. If you go out and sign up one business a week, that's nothing. At the end of the year, you would have 52 businesses that you're getting 7% on. That
And that
math
should
adds
be
up.
that could be easy in every big city because every big city has something that people want to go do or see that they're known for. Like with Philly, it's cheesesteaks. It could be Dollywood or it could be some location, but anything that's around that, skis or skiing or just anything around there, they're gonna want that. So those are the best things to go for because that's what would be normally in your guest book anyway. Or if you're an Uber driver, you could actually just produce your own kind of like, hey, you're new in town, and oh, let me send you this thing, and it's like a little ebook, all the places to go. And you know what? You're going to be the king of Uber drivers at that point, or Lyft or whatever, because now you're getting all these referral fees off of something you just did as a service to the person that was riding in the back seat. You didn't even have to
Uber
talk to them. Yeah.
Uber drivers could be riding, could have a sticker up on the back of the window that says, "Hey, download the Nyoobe app for cool places here in town." They download it, and there you go.
Yep. That's it, like that. And that could be your own curated picks. I mean, that would actually be good for the app at some point, where it's like, if you have a following, it's kind of like your favorites, and then they would go to that because not for nothing, but if you just sign up a bunch of restaurants with no rhyme or reason, they're gonna be like, God, this guy's just hustling. But versus,
Eventually, we have it. We're having it where our goal is to have friends. So, like, when your friends on it, then you'll be able to click on it. Say, for instance, I click on John's profile because he's the one who invited me to the app. When I click on it, it's going to pull up John's favorite 20 places. So he's going to have his own profile inside of it.
so that already exists like that.
Oh, it's already it's not in the works. It's on our plan. So,
Okay. And can John like make, so in his favorites, and he can maybe organize them, he can actually have like a little comment saying why
yeah.
that's his favorite.
Oh yeah,
Okay, cool.
it'll become its own network. It'll actually become its own economy. You know what I mean? Virtual economy, meaning that he says, "Hey, here's me and my wife eating at this place," and it saves 9 of those places. You know what I mean? And he can have a comment about it. Basically, like a mix between Yelp, Facebook reviews. Except for he's getting paid for it.
Hmm. Are you gonna have a rating system in there at any point, or is
We'll
it
have
not? That's not worth it.
we won't have a rating system for the business because you're making a referral for the business, so that's a good sign. We'll have a
Yeah.
rating system for the person. So, like if for instance, if he's he's had 300 referrals, he'll be like a star type situation. He's a
Power
elite,
user or whatever.
exactly,
Yeah.
a power referrer or something like that. But the business is being referred because you wanted to you sent them some stuff. And people said, well, what if he's making a bad referral? I'm like, then they'd be out of business. Just because you don't like it, don't mean somebody else don't like it.
That's true. I mean, there's always going to be that, and I think it's a good idea, like to rate the user, because again, sometimes people will just like push anything, but that's a way of keeping people from pushing garbage, or like if they really don't like a certain place, but they just doing it for money, that's going to show if the place is, if the place is actual trash. Which I like that idea. Is it always going to work? No, but nothing always works. I mean, Yelp
Right,
doesn't always
exactly.
work, and Airbnb doesn't always work. Rating systems are there for trust, but at the end of the day, just like Amazon, you can get fake reviews. So it's better to trust in the person than in the user than it is to worry about what the restaurant's going to put out there, because you never know sometimes. But I mean, that's something. It's half of the equation anyway. So
Yep.
anyway, so yeah, so to wrap things up, I guess, and maybe just give you a last thing you might want to get across. This is what this referral system is, what from what I've seen, one of the easiest way to engage someone in, and really, it's just your relationship power with that actual restaurant. And the way you build that is simply like, if you're already a customer, you should. That's you should already be a customer. You go in, eat something. If you love it, tell them what you do and put them on. You know what I mean?
Very
That's the
simple.
best way to. That's the best way to be a trusted source. And if you don't love it, then maybe ask for something else and see if you can love it. But
If
hey,
there's people in, if there's people in there,
you get
they
paid to do
like it.
research, though. You get paid to do research, right? I mean,
Exactly.
if you're going to be a good host or a good referral, like a good cleaner or a good, Uber driver or Lyft driver or handyman or anything that
We
you want to
can
refer people. Yeah.
we can do some videos together on like some ways to sign up businesses and on another video, just to kind of walk people through the process of what to say and make it real easy. I'm a firm believer in KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Just let the app do the talking for them. We've got some videos, so when they click on it, there is a video explaining what they're actually signing up for. So you don't have to
So So the best way to do that is as you come up with them, just create a YouTube channel for Nyoobe or something and like create like a playlist.
Yeah.
And once you create that playlist, you tell me and then I'll just be like, look, here's a new one, here's a new one. And I'll share that to whoever's in my circle. But it also helps you, like I'm sure a lot of people out there are gonna come across this as well. And it also helps you get across. And like I said, any feedback from Airbnb hosts and people like that in particular, I'm going to pass that along to you and see if there's features that we might be able to add. And let's take this thing to where it needs to go. And having said that, is there anything you want to like share at the end? That
No, I,
I'm gonna give them I'm gonna give them the link on how where to download it all. Hopefully they go that way. And then the community you'll be I'm gonna invite you to the Facebook group so you can just kind of overhear some of those things. And whenever something comes up about this app, once we release this video, because I think this video is going to probably coming out, I want to say maybe a week or more that I'm going to post it there. But as you come up with things, we'll have a resource just for this and put it back there, and we'll help you iron out some kinks. You help us make money, and it'll be a beautiful thing.
that'll work. Sounds good.
All right. So anything you want to leave these people with other than, sexy accent and flex your muscles and I don't
Yes,
know,
right.
anything you want to impress, just leave us with.
That's right. Hey, just get out there, be yourself. You're already doing it. We do it all the time. We tell people what movie we went and saw, where we bought our car, who cut our hair. With Nyoobe, you just get paid for it. So
Got it. All right. That's cool. That's great. I'm glad you got to take this time out. And then hopefully this is the beginning of a long and wonderful relationship between you and all the Airbnb and BBRO and Booking.com and all the other home sharing guests out there in the world, and and most importantly the direct booking sites. They're probably going to become a big part of this. So
excellent.
let's see.
All right, buddy.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Talk to you soon.